Welcome to CCRPG, where we open up our virtual table and play games with some good friends. I'm Bob, and I'm going to be running Lancer, an RPG by Miguel Lopez and Tom Parkinson-Morgan. You can find it at Massive Press on itch.io. We're picking back up with the crew of the DBC, Astro, Evelene, Dyne, and Rock, in the moments after a firefight. The control room is a mess. Mercenaries from Beryl are scattered around the room. Some are injured, some are dead, but all have been checked and secured by Dyne. Astro, recovering from excitement and injury while in the battle, has taken stock of himself and his team. Evelene and Rock have cornered one of the disarmed mercenaries. What do you do?
Hey, Rock, what do we do?
Get intel because we don't have an operator.
And, well, let's let Ren know that we were successful in taking over the control room. I think that's first order business.
Yeah,
so
I imagine they'll like that.
Takes out his Omni hook. We could contact her by Omni hook, right?
You can contact Ren by Omni hook. Yeah, they are they're on the same channel that Evelene was able to connect you to during our last session.
Right. Okay, cool. So I will, I'll give her a ring.
All right. Ren will get your contact, and when they come up on the Omni hook, I imagine the Omni hook to be like one of those, because they have to work in like this tech world. I imagine they're kind of like the you know old like World War II comm bags that had like they were like a bag of radio equipment with like a walkie-talkie kind of like little thing hanging off the side and stuff. So I imagine you like set down a satchel that has like a radio equipment inside of it and like pick up the thing and tune in to Ren's channel. Ren will come on and they'll say, "Oh, yes, Astro, yes?"
All right, well, it wasn't easy, but we took over the control room.
Oh, thank God. I can finally take a break. You can hear them, like, clicking away at something on the other side of the channel. Yes, okay, good. Well, that's not good.
What?
It seems that they didn't just take over the control room, they've also trashed much of it. I'm not able to even log into a lot of it from down here.
Uh-oh. Is there something we could do on our end?
Look around and tell me what you see.
All right, I'll take a look around.
You'll note that the room is a little messed up from the combat that took place. All of you were kind of like firing shots here and there. I mean, you specifically, Astro, shot a bunch of shotgun shots at random tables and equipment and terminals to like blow people's like guns off them and stuff. So yeah, there's literally just a bunch of terminals in here that are like sparking or like disabled.
Looks fine to me.
Well, it reminds me of that scene from one of my previous movies, Black Alert.
I mean, there might be, I'll say to Ren, there might be a little damage from the firefight we were involved in.
Well, at least you got the job done. At the very least, they shouldn't see you coming now. Is everything secure there?
Everything's secure. Sorry, out of character. Did we take a prisoner?
So, in the time, since like the gunfire stopped, not Astro, sorry, Dyne. Dyne, you've been around to many of the people in the room that you were previously in combat with.
Yep.
After basically binding most of them, you would note there are probably 4 survivors that you've tallied in the room.
Right.
3 of them are pretty badly wounded. One of them the one that isn't badly wounded is the one that's like cornered by Evelene and Rock. So there are 3 that are like down. Only one of them is unconscious. The other 2 are just injured. Like one has their arm pretty well banged up, and one's got shot in the gut. But they're still alive. And then there's the one that Rock and Evelene have in the corner.
Astro will take a look at them and then all the dead bodies and say to Ren, yeah, it's pretty secured. We took care of everyone.
Okay, well, good. This damage is pretty bad, but it's nothing that's going to get worse in the next few hours, so there's no emergencies right now. We're gonna need a whole team and some hours to get everything back up and running, so no use worrying over spilled milk, I guess.
Yeah, the important thing is we got the bad guys out.
Sure, yes. If you don't remember, there are some still in giant death machines stampeding around my station.
Well, of course, that's the final act.
You just hear silence. There's like a prolonged silence over the Omni-Hug.
At this?
I imagine you're all within like 10, 15 feet of each other. Yeah.
He just continued.
Evelene gives a very audible groan as Astro says this.
Astro, you want to tell him about the prisoner we have?
The what?
Prisoner.
Oh, yes. Well,
that guy.
I'll say to Ren, we do have, we did take some prisoners as well. Maybe we could get some information from them.
Ah, okay, good idea. Maybe at least see what you're walking into so you're not going in blind. I mean, there's station security that I can get up to there, but it's going to take a little bit of time. I've kind of put all of my efforts into unlocking everything on your way, so I can have some people there in like 20, 30 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's good. Well, maybe we can wait until your people get there and secure the place before we
I don't think that's a good
Ruby.
idea. If they're still in the vault, I think we need to be pretty swift in getting down to the vault. We don't have 30 minutes to wait.
What? We just leave these folks here? Is that what you're saying?
I found every single one of them.
Yeah, but I mean, you get 2 of them together, they can probably unbound each other.
Yeah, well, I did do that. I did do that in Black Alert.
Astro, shut up.
There's a lot of broken glass around here.
Evelene,
We should clear
only 4
that.
of them are alive, and I think only one of them is in any movement. Well, 2 of them, I guess, as I look over at the conscious one, is in any movable condition.
All right, well, we're gonna see what we can get from the prisoners, Ren, and then we're probably gonna get to our mechs ASAP.
Yes, good to know. I'm going to start working on getting the security overrides to in between your mechs and admin vaults, so you should have a straight shot. I'm fairly certain I'm going to be able to hack their comms, so give me a little bit. I'll get back to you when I have more.
Okay, sounds good. Astro out. All right, he puts down his Omni hook. He's like, well, who wants to interrogate our prisoners?
Well, considering Rock currently has him at gunpoint, I think it's all on you, Rock.
Yeah. All right. Well, is the guy awake?
The one that you guys have cornered against the wall is like an older man. He is like backed into a corner that's like a little like blind corner that's covered partially by like a terminal and like goes into the corner of the room. You can see he like wedged himself back there like at the very beginning of the fight when his gun was shot away. as you and Chimera, Evelene, advanced on him, he kind of like backed into the corner. You rounded the corner with your guns on him, and you could tell immediately he wasn't armed. He has his hands up. He's like backed against the wall.
Hold on one second. Someone else is watching him too, I think.
You and Evelene are both there.
I'm there.
Evelene? Okay. So I'm gonna just say watch him for 1 second and make a show of like walking around and looking for like I'm assuming there's like tools around somewhere.
I mean, I will hand you my wrench if that would be sufficient.
No.
What kind of tools are you looking for?
Looking like pliers.
Surprisingly, no, not really. This is like a computer control room. There might be some in like a closet or something, but you would have to take some time looking around to come up with something like that.
I'll look around for a little bit and then turn to Evelyn and ask, do you have pliers?
Yeah. Let me check, and I'll just check my bag.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I would say literally my whole role is that I'm expected to have pliers.
Yeah.
I'll say okay.
Evelyn took the class expected to have pliers at the beginning of
She
Lancer.
actually majored in pliers.
Yeah.
You get it. Evelyn will look in her bag and say, well, let's see, I got some big ones, I got some small ones. How much paint are you talking here?
The smaller the better. You can really get
I got one of those.
You know what? Hold on. Maybe this isn't necessary. Are you going to answer us?
He just nods.
Sure, because I got the pliers. They're right here.
I can get the small ones ready just in case.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll get them. I got some wire too. If that'll help.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll fish them out while you're talking.
All right, so let's see. How many people are still in mechs? Oh, well, I guess you don't know that we killed Payday and the others. Where is the remaining group at? I think Ren told us. Or no?
You guys
vaults.
were told. Oh, sorry. You guys can answer. Yep.
Oh yeah. The admin vaults.
The admin vaults. Right. At the admin vaults, how many mechs are there?
Should be 3.
Should be.
It should be 3, and I mean, unless someone broke off from one of the other groups and went to help them for something.
Okay. Well, how many were in engineering?
There should have been 4 working with Payday.
Checks out.
And another group at the DVC?
I don't know what that is, but there was another security group meant to sweep the station.
Oh. Just happened to catch him in our hangar. It's weird.
I mean,
what are the...
He like volunteers that like as you say, like, I don't know why he was wherever or whatever. He says, I don't know, but Nat seemed pretty riled up when they went out on patrol.
Okay. Well, that's relevant then. The 3 mechs that are there, what can they do? What are they?
That's... I mean, I haven't been with them for super long, but Ruby, very good marksman, Butterball, very big, the biggest one that we have. Fog is new. Just joined our outfit a couple months ago.
Do any of them use fire?
Fire? No, not that I'm aware of. No.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, but I don't like the name Fog either. What are the chances they will surrender?
It is very unlikely if Ruby is alive.
What are they after in the admin vaults?
They never told me. He starts to say I, and then like looks around. Like a lot of us were a little wary of this job. I knew this was a bad idea.
Well, they didn't tell you. How was it described to you?
Just that we had to lock down the station. There was a big score. Ruby seemed really excited about it. I knew Mark was bad news.
Mark?
Mark, Tia, that's the new guy, Fog. He's got...
He's the one that gave you this job? Told you about it?
When he came into the group, after he'd been with us for a little while, Ruby seemed to take to him very quickly. This plan, Ruby got it into his head that this is some sort of retirement plan. Some of us don't trust him.
I think they're going to do this job and get out of the business.
Mark's never told us. He hasn't proven himself. He's not been with us on many jobs. He's never done a good turn for the rest of us. He's always seemed aloof. Never wanted to be part of the family, you know. So I don't know. I think this is a bad job.
Astro holds his finger up like he just had a brilliant thought. He said, maybe this Mark is an undercover agent. Maybe we can bring him to our side.
Really, Astro?
That was the exact plot of Purple Alert.
Astro, I don't think it's going to be that simple. We should probably go in there expecting them to attack us with full force.
I mean,
after you say Purple Alert, the guy pushed against the wall, like, looks at Astro, looks back at Rock, and then, like, does a double take and looks at Astro.
Astro will say, "Oh, of course, you probably want an autograph, don't you?"
Astro, don't give him an autograph. He's a prisoner.
What's a movie star doing out here? Were you one of the hostages?
I don't remember you asking us questions.
No, wait a second. If he wants to ask about my career, we can indulge him, surely.
Astro, we're on a timetable.
Fine.
At no point have I acknowledged the fact that Astro is there during all of this.
That's the safe option and the correct option.
Look, Astro, if it makes you feel any better, we can come back later. You can give an autograph. How's that make you feel?
Astro is ignoring you. He's looking for something to write his autograph on.
I do a baseball.
The guy you've backed into a corner is just like looking at Rock and is like, "Listen, my name's Trunt Fuller. I don't want to get in your way. I'll tell you anything you want to know. Just let us be. Let security take us. Whatever you want. I knew this was going to go bad."
In the background, you hear Astro say, "Trunt was your name? Okay, I'll make it out to Trunt."
You want us to vouch for you for security and get you maybe a lighter sentence here?
I'll give you anything you need.
It would involve betraying your friends.
My friends were just doing their job. Don't hurt them anymore, please.
No, the ones in the mechs. Ruby, Mark, and Marcus.
That's fine. Ruby got us into this. He has to bear the burden of leadership.
Okay.
I'm too old for this. I want out.
Does he have like a communicator on him or something?
He probably has like a little like a, not an Omni hook, but he probably has like actual like walkie-talkie hitched to his belt.
Okay. I'm gonna take it from him for now and go, "You're coming with us. You're gonna radio in to them. Give us a nice surprise."
I don't want to be. Am I gonna have to fight them?
I don't imagine you're gonna be too useful, no. But if you radio in ahead, they'll open any doors for you to get in, I assume. Might not expect us to come in after them.
I'm fine. That's fine with me.
Now, wait a second, Rock. Ren said they could give us an override that we can use to open doors. Maybe we should just do that instead. Maybe they get suspicious if one of... Ruby will get suspicious if one of her underlings randomly barges in.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to side with Astro on this one. I mean, I think that we'll catch him more by surprise by coming in unannounced.
May I? He's like looking at Rock.
Yes. Yeah, fine.
That if we don't radio in every 10 minutes, they're going to know something is wrong. I can do that, but I think they're going to get suspicious when we don't have the info to give them.
What kind of info do they want?
We've been monitoring everything in the station, shutting things down. They're going to expect us to be further along by the time you get to them.
Well, can't you just lie and say you're doing fine? Shutting things down? Everything's okay?
Yeah, I think they might be surprised, though, when, a door opens. We're supposed to be shutting down everything. I'm willing to do whatever you want. I just am letting you know they're expecting a check-in in like 4 minutes. So we're going to have to know by then what we're doing.
All right. Well, keep checking in. And I don't know, I guess tell them that it's progressing, but you're still having troubles with the engineering. That they're still blocking you.
Yes. He just nods.
I'll look to the others. Satisfied?
Yeah, I'm happy.
That works for me.
Is there like a notepad or piece of paper anywhere in this room?
I'm sure you can find it if you look, yeah.
I'll find one, rip out a page, and write to, what was his name, Trant?
Yeah.
To Trant, stay out of trouble. Astro Jamin. I'll present the paper to him and say, okay, now I don't want to see this on any of the markets.
You know,
he like nods slowly, like in that weird shocked sort of disbelief that I'm sure Astro is used to seeing on fans, but everyone probably assumes that's not why he has the shocked disbelief. As he like takes the notepaper off of you and like puts it in his shirt pocket.
Todd, this is not a character, by the way, but like I'm surprised you just don't carry photos already signed with you at all times.
Or at least an autograph pad.
Yeah, really. Like I feel like if you're going to commit to the role, like I feel like you should already have that.
That is an oversight. Yeah.
This is not Evelene giving you the idea, though. So, like,
I think Evelene should say this in character.
I refuse. She probably realizes this, but she realizes that she's going to jinx it by saying something. That's why I'm telling you out of character.
Something to think about. All right, so okay, so I'll say, so are we just going to wait for Ren to get back to us, and then once they do, we can go to our mechs, and hopefully we'll have all the security overrides we need to get through the doors. Does that sound good?
Head that way now?
What's that?
Shouldn't we head that way now?
Yeah. I think so.
Sure. Where are we heading exactly? Was there like a cargo elevator that she was going to send them up to? Yeah, but we were going to get I think we were going to get our mechs first and then make our way to the admin vaults. Mm-hmm. So like, out of character, were the mechs being sent via cargo elevator, I think?
Yeah, Ren was going to get them set up so that once you got their monitoring off of like the admin control center, then they were going to have them sent up to the admin level. So presumably that's what they're working on right now. That's why they were like, I have to go. I'm going to start opening a path for you to like get there, essentially.
Okay. So maybe we should wait until we hear back from Ren before we head off.
We'll just contact her and see if the mechs are ready.
Oh, I don't want to interrupt her if she's in the middle of something. But, okay. Take out the Omni hook. And ring Ren.
Astro, yes. Well, good news and bad news. I should be able to get security there in probably like 20 minutes. They're not too far away, but some of the doors are wrecked. I imagine there was some fighting in the halls when they took over. How many combatants are there to secure when they arrive?
I'll look around. 4.
Okay, so I'll let the security team know there's 4 people to watch when they arrive.
Won't it be 3?
And aren't there 3 unconscious or like 2 that I
Well, if we're leaving before the security team gets here, we need to take Tron with us.
Okay, I guess there's 3 then. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, copy that, and then I'll say to Ren, well, we're gonna take, one's cooperating with us, so we're gonna take him with us, just in case he can help.
Yeah, alright, if you think that's wise, that's fine. 3, got it. I was able to, send, your mechs up to admin vaults. They shouldn't be able to detect them. They're all powered down in the cargo elevator. I'll send you the route so you know how to get there and rendezvous.
Excellent. And you said there's bad news?
Yes. I examined admin vaults as part of the agreement with our clients. We don't have any cameras or monitoring devices inside the vaults, but we can run a thermal scan. There are 4 large signals in there.
4? Wait, didn't Tron...
Only 3 of them are broadcasting IFF signals. I'm still picking up, it looks like a butterball, a fog, and a ruby in there. And then the other one is some sort of large power source in the same room. Maybe a large machine or a device of some sort? I can't tell. It hasn't moved since I've seen it.
Okay, well, we will keep an eye out for that.
Yes, we'll have to figure out what it is when we get there, and whether it's a threat.
All right, well, thanks, Ren. You've been very helpful.
I better be helpful. I need my station back.
And we're gonna do just that.
And you'll have my undying affection for it. Now get to work.
Copy that. Astro out.
Can't help but notice that they didn't say anything about compensating us.
Oh, wow. Rest assured. They will.
As long as they help with repairs, I mean, I think that's the best as we can get, I think.
I kind of give Evelene an eye, like, really?
Like, Evelene?
I mean, have you seen my mech?
Yeah, but I think we want...
I mean,
deal with it when it comes. Let's deal with the situation at hand for now.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, Ren sent us the route to get to our mechs, so let's head out then.
All right.
All right. So you guys leave. I assume you're taking Trant with you.
Yeah.
Trant cooperates as best he can. Do you give him the communicator back, Rock?
For when he needs to.
Yeah, he'll like nod at the communicator, trying to get your attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he'll take it, and you'll see him click into the right channel, and you just hear him say, "Yes, control room still clear. maintenance is still giving us trouble. I assumed Payday would be able to take care of that by now, but no, they're still blocking us. We'll give you another update when we get a chance. And like he unclicks it and he like nods at you. And he holds the communicator like up in the air, like not next to his head or anything. He just like holds it like midway in the air. And after a few seconds, you hear like a voice chime in. Yeah, okay, well, keep working on it. We'll let you know when we're ready to bust this joint.
Did that sound like Ruby?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I figured.
I assume the people who would recognize the voice are Rock and Orion, since you were the ones who kind of watched Ruby kind of like break up the fight earlier in the bar.
Right. Yep.
He goes to hand you back the communicator.
Did they have some sort of big machine with them?
I mean, I know they were taking something down with them. I didn't know what it was. Some sort of large crate. I assumed it was something for their mission. They've been really secretive.
And your organization sucks.
It usually wasn't like this. I don't know what's changed.
Also, Astro, been kind of thinking, they've got like 12 people or something like that. Should we like expand and get more people for our mercenary group?
Oh, I don't know. I'd like to think we're a tight-knit team who works well together. Maybe adding more people is going to upset the balance. Just look at Fog. He upset their balance.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping we could get like a commander or a captain or something.
Well, you're looking at him. Strikes a pose.
I'll just look at Trent and say, like, this is what we gotta deal with.
He smiles weakly at you, like, haha, but I'm your prisoner.
Oh yeah, I know. It's not lost on Evelene.
He's like, okay, if you want me to laugh, I will laugh. Just don't hurt
exactly. Me. That's totally the sense you get from him.
She's looking for the gratification, even though she knows he's doing it because he has to.
Anyway, there's also issues of payroll, and I'm a little stretched thin with you guys, so maybe when we get bigger jobs, we can afford more staff. Anyway, that's a topic for another time.
Okay, or new mechs.
That'd be good.
All right, so you
Moving
guys
forward.
make your way. You follow the kind of readout that COMET that Astro was able to get you guys from Ren guides you along some similar like nondescript corridors that seem to be kind of the thing that's going on here up in the admin level. It's almost labyrinthine in these like back hallways. You do know, Astro, from being up to admin before, that the main promenade is not like this, right? Like these are a bunch of like back administrative rooms that lead to like various control rooms and meeting rooms and stuff like that. You're used to going to like kind of like reception areas and like front offices and stuff, because when you were doing deals with Terratella in this station, they have like it's much more like a main thoroughfare with like topiary and benches and stuff, like it very much trying to imitate like a parkish style feel that has like offices that have like signs on them and things like that. Very much not the case back here.
Right.
But you're able to follow the schematics. You do eventually transition into something that's a lot more like guts of the station feeling, much more like it was in maintenance. And eventually, yes, you come across what is probably the part of this section that attaches to like the interior like cargo pathways. So, you know, like the areas that connect to like the inner arteries that connect to like the cargo transit systems. You eventually come to what appear to be a couple of giant doors that lead into like a cargo elevator. They're already like half open, and you can see like your mechs are in basically a giant elevator that does a pretty good impression of a small warehouse.
All right. Looks like Ren is good for their word. Let's get suited up here. What should we do about our friend Trant?
I mean, I shrug and go, I've been holding my gun out, not constantly pointing it at him, but just I have my gun. I've been holding this, but I think if I'm in a mech, that's, just as bad or maybe worse for him. So
I'm pretty sure
I'm not
you
too
won't
worried
have
about
the room.
it.
You're not going to have the room for him.
I'm not letting him in my mech.
No, shit. Evelyn Rock is saying that once he's in the mech, he won't need the gun, because the mech is way worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I misunderstood.
Maybe we could just...
You can get in your mech if you want.
No.
But maybe we could just leave him here and have...
Trot, you want to get in her mech? Does that sound like fun?
I would rather be nowhere near the fighting when it starts.
Are you sure? I think her mech might be the safest. As I turn around and start walking towards mine.
He looks up at the one that Evelyn has been walking towards that looks like it's held together by twine, and it's just like, I didn't. No, thank you.
Look, let me do you a favor. You don't want to get in my mech.
Does he not say anything when he sees Payday's giant sword strapped to his back?
Yeah, that's right.
He doesn't. He says nothing about it. No.
Okay. Dyne just walks over to Smack. He's like, well, let's get this mission started. Or finish it, as it were.
All right. So you guys mount up. You mount your suits. And you like after you're in, you're able to like just push the doors of the cargo elevator open enough to like walk out into like the pathways that are run by like you've seen these before, but kind of like little transit systems that have various arms and crates and stuff on them. The areas to move around in this section of the ship are large enough to accommodate your suits. You do know that the admin vault you're meant to go to is a little bit of a jaunt away. You see Trant kind of like looking up at your suits as you like step out of the elevator. He doesn't know where you're going. So like, are you guys headed towards? Are you still taking him with you towards the?
Did we
did
keep the communicator, I assume?
No. If it's going to take more than 20 minutes to get there, I thought. Or 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to take probably at least another 10 minutes or so.
Okay, then.
So, I would have given it to him. I mean, at this point, we can leave him if you guys want.
That's what I was going to ask. What is his understanding of, like, are you just leaving him here, or are you expecting him to follow you guys to wherever you're going?
I say we just leave him. We don't really need him anymore. He might slow us down.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, worst case scenario, what? He warns them, I guess?
Yeah, worst case scenario.
Why don't we take his communicator, though?
Because then they won't have checked in for 10 minutes?
Yeah, but I mean, that's okay. They might just think they got waylaid by something, and they're a little late. We have more risk that if we leave him behind with the communicator, he warns them we're coming. Better for
Your
them
call.
to be suspicious that something's up rather than to know for sure that something's up.
All right, your call.
We're already in our mechs, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll say through my speakers, Trump, would you mind putting that communicator on the ground?
Should we wait until last call in or something? So we have like 10 minutes to go.
How long has it been since the last call in is the question.
I assume that, like, you guys are no slouches, right? Like, I assume you've been having him check in periodically on your way there.
Yeah.
So let's have him do one last check-in.
Okay. Yeah,
And
like
then-
you guys wait a moment, and then you see him, like, indicate the thing. He says something, like, you can make out through your sensors or whatever. He's basically saying, like, yeah, I think we're making progress. It shouldn't be too much longer. Payday just sent us some information saying they're almost inside. I don't know why it took so long, but she seems upset. Like, he's making it as convincing as he can.
All right, when he's done, I'll say, very good, Trant. Now, do me a favor, place that communicator on the ground.
Okay. He bends over and puts down the communicator.
Take a few steps back, please.
He raises his hand and he doesn't take a few steps back. He takes 6 or 7 strides back.
All right, I crush it with my mech foot.
Nice. I kind of assumed that's what you're gonna do. You lift your foot. It's not even there anymore. Probably the shards of it are just stuck into your mech foot or something. Just fucking gone. He backs against the wall. He watches you guys walking forward, and he just backs fully against the wall of the corridor.
All right, well, thank you, Trant. We're gonna be on our way. Why don't you go turn yourself into security?
You see him nodding as you walk by.
We'll definitely put in a good word for you if you do turn yourself in. If you want to take the chance and run, then I guess you've kind of earned that. But I mean, we'd be upset. I don't actually care.
Listen, I'm serious. I don't want to see that autograph on eBay. I will check.
Space eBay.
Space eBay.
So, come on, guys.
Galaxy Bay.
Space Bay.
Thank you.
Space Bay. Yeah, thank you, Charles.
I like to think
and
that
I'll respond
eBay
with
has existed as this whole time.
Listen, I can't allow that, because if those organizations still existed at this time, they would be the big bads, and I'd have to rewrite the campaign. So
It's a bit too depressing for this.
yeah, a bit
podcast.
too sad.
It's sad though, because he will check. I've seen him do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, are you guys gonna just go straight there?
I think so.
Yeah.
So now that you guys are in your suits, Ren is able to contact you all, because you guys are still patched into the network. Is they're oh, good. I'm glad to see you're making some progress. It doesn't look like. It's hard to tell with just heat maps, but they haven't changed their positions or done anything out of the ordinary. I don't believe they know what's going on.
That's good. We made sure that Trant would check in with them every 5 minutes. So hopefully we catch them unawares.
I don't know who Trant is, but good. Whatever you did worked. I'm gonna give you the map right to admin vaults, but just so you know, it is a large bay, and I don't know what's inside. Once we hand over the keys to our clients, they own the space, or well, they lease the space with many privileges. So I don't really know what you're walking into. And once that door opens, I don't think they're not going to notice a door opening. Just let's hope they don't expect you.
All right, duly noted.
All right, anything you guys do on your way there?
Any last will and testaments? Starts making a list of all the movies he could have been in, and
before I add like 3 more pyros to this fight, is there anything you guys want to do to?
I'm gonna ask on a private channel to Dyne. Like, so how many movies has he been in?
I'm not even sure Astro knows how many movies that he's been in.
Like, I'm now kind of curious because like that guy recognized him, but like I also don't want to ask him. Ask Astro.
Tell you what, if we survive this, we'll research it.
All right, yeah. I mean, I guess there's always Space Google. That's Google. I don't know.
Oh man, there's been at least 15 to 20, probably more.
I assume that whatever like the massive data hub is controlled by Terratella, because they're kind of like the telecom that like owns everything. So, I'll figure that out later. But
you can
anyway,
check my SIMDB Space Internet Movie Database later.
I think this joke is getting...
No, one more. Can I retcon? I don't want Space Google. I want to be Space Ash Jeeves.
Well, to be fair, I do like SimDB does sound pretty good as a as a little acronym, you know. Maybe that one gets through, but I'm vetoing the rest of these. I don't spend minutes at a time coming up with cool space names for you guys to say things like Space Google. God damn it.
That's just lazy.
Fine.
Come on.
Let's go die.
Whole minutes were spent. Anyway, you guys track your way through the back corridors of the base. You eventually arrive to a corridor that, like, it's a long corridor that on your left side, as you're going down the corridor, there is a long track of kind of like... it's a track for like lift robots, basically, to ride upon, and you see a few of them going back and forth carrying crates of various sizes. Well, not anymore. You imagine you would see that if these moved. This section is like in low power mode, so it's just like a couple of red emergency lights on, and the hallways are mostly dark as you move through. On your right, about halfway down the corridor, there is a large, like, there's one of those interlocking slide doors that, like, closes in the middle. Like, it's one of those ones that would split in the middle and then, like, recede into the walls on either side. And it has 2 giant red lights on either side. And this is the door that Ren pointed out to you is the entrance to this admin vault. As you guys are kind of like approaching down the corridor, you get a communication from Ren one more time. And Ren says, good, you must be close. Since I'm in a channel with you, I can just barely read their signals. I could probably patch in to see what they're talking about if you want to get in their comms before you break in, but I'll need one of you to do the patch locally. I can then run it through this channel if one of you wants to attempt that. If not, and then you'll just be going in, but
does anyone feel like they could do that?
I mean, I got hacker fix. I mean, it sort of sounds like that as a skill trigger.
All right, Orion might be able to help you with that. Right?
Oh, yeah?
I can?
Or, sorry, no. I mean, CHIMERA might be able to help you with that.
Going, okay.
I mean, I'd like to help.
Okay. But yeah, Ren will say to you, CHIMERA, well, here's what you'll need to do. You'll need to patch them into the network without them noticing. Do you think you can do that?
I'm willing to give it a try.
All right. Yeah, if you're going to give this a try, Chuck, you're going to have to make a pilot skill check. I'll let you pull the trigger for hack and fix, because that's totally what's going on here. Is there anything else you want to activate or invoke for this?
I'm looking. I mean, I got... this is a stretch, and I totally understand if you don't want to use this, but I got to stay cool, as in the sense that, like, this things could go really poorly if I screw this up.
I mean, yeah, it's generally concentration, dexterity, speed, precision under pressure. If it was a reflexy thing, I'd be more inclined to give it to you. So I'm going to say, in this instance, probably not.
Fair enough. Okay. Then I think that's all I have. Unless someone else has something they can do to support me.
Oh, unfortunately, hacking is way beyond Dyne's general capabilities.
Yeah, you don't want me to help you with that.
Look, you hack the human body so they don't die. That's still pretty good.
I mean,
I do the opposite of that.
God,
That
I
is
hope
like
not.
the oddest description of that I've ever heard.
I'm just gonna roll the dice and hopefully I don't have bad luck.
All right, well, let me set up the difficulty and the stakes before you roll, just so you know what you're getting into.
Sure.
So, the stakes for this.
Roll the dice and hope I have good luck. The thing every fucking person in their mind says before they roll a dice.
Yeah. Never tell me the odds. Anyway, so the risk is they detect you trying to break into their system. If you succeed, what you'll get is you will patch into their comms channel, so you'll be able to hear what they're talking about. And it is going to be a straight pilot skill check here. It's just I'm not adding any you guys are in a fairly advantageous position, and you have Ren helping you out. So yeah, I'm not adding any difficulty or anything to this. So it's going to be a straight up and down skill check.
All right, here we go. Oh, 18 is pretty good.
18's a success. So yeah, CHIMERA.
I was scared.
CHIMERA, you patch in Ren to their network, and it takes a little while, and you hear some static for a bit, and then it's like you've almost broken in to the middle of a conversation, and you hear someone saying, "Why is this taking so long? You didn't tell me this thing was going to be so sealed." And then you hear another voice that you haven't heard yet come over the comms. "Have some patience. We knew this wasn't going to be a quick job. That's why we waited until the gate was closed." Whatever. I figured they'd be able to take over the damn station by now, and we'd just be able to get someone to override the damn thing for us. I didn't think we'd actually have to break out this monster. Well, I'm glad we got it then, because sometimes you need something to cover for eventualities.
I will say, was one of those voices Ruby?
Yes, the aggravated voice. I mean, CHIMERA was there at the end of that confrontation, but Rock and Orion would definitely recognize the aggravated voice as being Ruby.
Huh.
Well, it's a good sign they're still working on it, so...
Over their comm channel, you also hear a loud fucking noise, like over their comm channel, like in the backgrounds. Like you hear a noise that's probably coming through their cockpit. Like it sounds distant and kind of echoey, but you guys are not hearing it beyond this door.
Okay, interesting.
Maybe the door is soundproof.
I mean,
well,
probably. It's a vault.
Yeah.
Well,
let's prepare, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyone need to do anything in particular?
Take a few steps back.
Yeah, I'm going to move you guys to the admin vaults map here in Roll20. The way the map is set up, the door that heads into the vault is to your map south. And then the corridor that you came from map west, and the corridor heads east.
Got it.
Hey, CompCon is in active mode, and I am set.
Do we want to, have a plan coming into this, or are we just going to go in guns blazing?
The thing is that we could make a plan if we knew exactly what they're up to, but We don't know what we're going to find in there. I think we just try to catch them by surprise and hope it works out.
Seems like a plan.
All right, yeah, let's.
Are we gonna give them a chance to surrender, maybe, or?
I don't think.
I doubt it.
I don't think that's going to be an option, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, that complicates things less. Then, okay, that's good.
Yeah, you should like that, Rock.
Just hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
I don't expect anyone's going to try to surrender, at least until after Ruby's mech has gone down.
Well, maybe it's Fog that's calling the shots here.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Either way, let's go in assuming we're going to have to take them out.
I kind of wish we had more information on the mechs other than just, like, big or small.
You're really worried one of them's going to set you on fire, aren't you?
Well, I'm thinking more along the lines of, like, which ones are going to go down faster. Because, like, the big ones are usually the ones you want to take down last. But,
listen,
yeah,
we can
fire's bad, too.
Talk ourselves to death, but I say we just go in, see what we're dealing with. Everyone ready?
Yep. I took a step back, also.
All right, I'm gonna ring Ren and say, we are ready to go. If you can unlock the door for us.
Ren will say, all right, I'm going to pass the control there. All of you will see in your mechs now, you all have like a little add-on to your UI that's like basically like open door. So we're going to go ahead and start the encounter here. You guys get to choose when and how this kicks off. So I'm going to start with y'all. How do you start this?
So we have something that allows us to open the door, you said?
Yes. Ren patched your mechs into the controls.
Gotcha.
Any one of you would be able to unlock and open this door now.
So, here is a plan, and Orion's going to say this over the thing. Why don't we prepare, well, three of us prepare our weapons to fire in case we can see them when the door opens and maybe catch them by surprise. And then once we're ready, the fourth person opens. Or we open and then immediately dash in. I'm not sure which is the best. I don't know the layout of the room.
I like the idea of training our weapons as soon as the door opens. If it pays off, we could all get a shot off and really catch them by surprise.
Yeah, if we're lucky, we can take out one of them before they can act.
I don't have very many long-range weapons, so maybe I'll open the door. Let you guys get ready.
I think Evelene has the least amount of ranged weapons.
Well, that's true, actually.
I lost my main cannon because the mech got destroyed once, so I only have a rifle.
That's a good point. So, how about you open the door, Evelene?
Oh yeah, is it your mortar that got destroyed?
Yeah,
Evelene. Okay.
Yeah. Like maybe what I'll do is I'll just rush in, and then like when I'm within range, I'm engaged with the enemy, so they can't use ranged weapons back.
Well, so Rock and I are obviously going to hold our actions, hold our weapons. So CHIMERA then is going to open the door, and then I guess COMET, you're going to train your weapon as well?
Yeah, so basically we're doing the prepare action, which is hold a quick action for a specified trigger.
Yeah, you're all basically staging some reactions right now.
Okay.
If I understand what you're trying to do, yeah.
Yeah.
I just moved in front of the door so that I can open it. I guess I don't actually have to be in front of the door. But
yeah. Well, let's go through this like a combat round. So, who wants to activate first?
I would assume it'd have to be me, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, you'll have to do your like held action. So you would actually be like the last person.
You would be the
last. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We're opening the door that way in case someone were to be there when the door opens. We basically open fire on them.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to be the first to stage their reaction?
There's gonna be like just nothing. like just a little walkway in this door here. You're not just the door, like, no, it's just a wall.
All right, I'll go. And what I'll do is, so I can do 2 quick actions. One would be prepare, and why don't I do lock on? Lock on. How does that work again? I can where's lock on? Okay, lock on. When you lock on, I have to have a target to mark.
Yeah, you unfortunately you don't know where they are located inside yet, so you have no target to lock on to.
I can bolster someone.
2 things that I want to make apparent for everyone as well, because we didn't really use these in the last few sessions. Jay brought this up previously, but remember, you all have access to the brace action. So if you're about to get hit by a ton of damage, you can brace to take less damage, but it makes your next turn basically like shitty. You're basically sacrificing your upcoming turn to take less damage.
Gotcha.
What do you actually lose, just mechanically wise?
So, if you're when you're hit by an attack, you can take brace to take less damage from the attack. But on your next turn, you can only take a quick action and you can't overcharge. So your next turn is basically you can do one thing and your turn immediately ends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is an attack a skill check?
No, well,
it depends on the ability you're using. Like most of them are attacks. Those aren't skill checks.
Bolster does not provide accuracy for attacks generally.
Skill checks are things like when like you use your pilot actions to like hack a thing or things like that.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured. Cool. Braces are reaction.
It is. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
But it makes your next turn shitty, is what I was getting at.
I see. I was thinking it was like an action you take on your turn, and then it makes your okay. That's
good.
better.
It's good to know you have access to that if you're literally about to take like 30 damage or some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Cool. So I will. What I'm going to do is I will prepare an attack if someone is within range when the door opens. I'm going to... I'm not going to use a leadership die right now. What else is a good thing? I'll bolster, even if you don't use it, I'll bolster CHIMERA.
All right, so that is COMET. So you've acted, and who is next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Immediately at the start, I'm going to activate my hyperspec fuel injector.
All right,
so
Orion just fucking switches on.
He just presses the giant red button in his mech, sends the mech into overdrive.
The button is just called the giant red button.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining Shining Gundam Super Mode.
It's a good one. It's a fucking good one to think of, yeah. For sure.
Then he's going to hold a skirmish action with his assault rifle to shoot the first enemy that he sees, and if he does, he's going to load one of his ammo cases or one of his extra ammo into the weapon as needed. To be decided when I see an enemy.
All right, and CHIMERA or Rock.
So looking at it while we were talking here, you can't prepare and then shoot my heavy gun, so I'm just going to let CHIMERA go first. And then I'll take my turn just after.
Okay. All right, so CHIMERA, you can activate next.
Is that an action, or how does that work for activation?
Yeah, I am going to say, like, actually, no. It makes more sense this way. The unlocking and opening of the door is a protocol, so you can activate it at the beginning of your turn.
So you can take your full action after.
Okay.
So you have everything available to you, but you have to do it at the beginning of your turn. If you're doing it.
That makes sense. Okay, yeah, I will push the button.
All right, yeah, and
the virtual button.
Yeah, I mean, simultaneously, the door, like, you see, like, the latches unhinge all down the center of the door, and the door starts to slide left and right into the walls as, like, the lights on either side of the door start rotating the red light around them. And I'm going to give your guys' sensors access to the next room. Boom.
Oh, hey, no, Oh, my.
Okay, we are seeing
pretty big.
We are seeing some scary shit right now.
Who wants to describe what's in the next room?
A giant fucking mech.
So it's a big hangar. There's a big. Is that a Lego drill?
Yeah, it totally is.
Lego drill.
Yeah, we have a clip art of a Lego drill drilling into the wall, which I assume is like trying to get into a vault. Fog and Ruby are normal size mechs. Butterball is what I'd say like. Normal, large, extra large, extra large.
It's a size. So they're all numbered. Butterball is a size 3 mech.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't grapple him.
Oh, probably not.
You can try, but I think you'll be grappled.
What was that?
At that point, you have to ask, what does grappling mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I can like climb him like Shadow
like
the
spider
Colossus.
monkey.
That's good too. Okay. I was not expecting this kind of layout, though. Let's see.
So I'll describe what you guys are looking at. Like, as you guys look into the vault, to your left and right, there are kind of continuations of the concrete wall that go into the vault that are very much like the entrance areas that you guys had on your hangar. That have the big red lights on either side that kind of like provide like a little entrance into the vault area. Just beyond the opening to the vault, there's kind of like a wide open, almost like factory floor style area. To one side of the floor, map east, there's like a bunch of racks with various drums and crates on racks that are storage racks. On the west side of the map, partially obscured by the entry walls leading into that area of the hangar, Butterball is a gigantic size 3 powerhouse of a mech. There are various kind of like little gun extensions that are like leading out of its shoulders and along its interior chest region. And then you can also detect with your sensors Fog and Ruby further in to the hangar. Also, you detect a giant machine that Ren had warned you about. And as soon as the door opens, you start to hear the loud "Grrr," like very obviously a machine fucking vibrating this whole goddamn room. The sound is loud. And yeah, there is a gigantic drill drilling in what appears to be like a locked vault within this admin vault.
Unfortunately, the angle we're coming in, I don't know if anyone actually has a clean shot on any of the mechs.
Well, let's see who had prepared. Orion, unfortunately, no. Orion has no shot whatsoever. COMET, yeah.
Would it count if I had arcing?
No, because arcing imagines you're going over a thing, like lobbing something over. If you had like smart rounds or whatever they're called that literally like go around corners, you know, like missiles that go around corners and stuff, I'd say totally. Or if you had like nanomachines that you just send a cloud in and they attack or whatever, then sure. COMET, you're in an interesting situation. So the way that COMET, you're staged in the combat, Butterball is almost entirely behind the concrete wall that separates you from the west side of the hangar. But there are rules from this because you can just barely make out a section of it. And what it comes down to is there is rules for what like obscured and stuff means.
Yeah.
So, Butterball is behind hard cover. because they are directly adjacent to like basically giant concrete walls, and only a bit of them is sticking out. So I'm going to say, yeah, definitely hard cover. Hard cover, which includes, but is not like limited to, ruined buildings, tall walls, bulkheads, reinforced emplacements, and destroyed mechs, is solid enough to block shots and hide behind, and adds +2 difficulty to any ranged attack.
Now, one thing with my missile rack is it has a blast of 1. Okay. So I have a clear shot at a space besides Butterball. Would that make a difference?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, if you are able to hit the ground next to them reliably, then yeah, it's going to just explode into their space.
Okay, cool. Well, then once those doors open, he's going to fire off a missile from the missile rack that's on the back of his mech. So let me just roll that. Okay, I rolled 22.
What did you roll? 22.
Wait, why is that I'm confused. Why is it there +6 on my attack?
Do you have accuracy on
You rolled an accuracy.
I don't know why I rolled an accuracy. Oh, I forget in roll 20, you can set the accuracy, and I never turned it off.
You never turned it off from last time.
Yeah, so actually what I rolled was a 16.
All right, and against Butterball, let's bring this up here, since this is still this round. All right. I mean, 16 very easily hits their evasion.
All right.
But how much damage do you do?
2 explosive damage.
2 explosive damage.
I'm sure that kills him.
You're sure?
Yeah,
sure?
This huge mech, he's dead from my auxiliary missile rack.
Those are some good missiles.
I'm trying to find... So, on some of my people, it's easy to find stuff. On some, it isn't. Oh, hey, he's not armored. He just has 1 billion health. Okay, that's cool. Anyway, he does have siege armor. He has resistance to all attacks that originate from beyond range 3. So, unfortunately, your 2 explosive damage is reduced to 1 explosive damage.
Okay.
As you see this explosion go off right next to Butterball's leg and just like put some scratches on it, really.
And he's like, oh?
You don't know that's how he talks.
I would be disappointed if it wasn't. What was that?
Job's done.
Job's done.
All right, Chimera, you still have your turn.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna regret this. Chimera rushes in.
Okay.
So let's see. Movement is 4. You said you have to be within 3 in order to bypass the siege armor.
That's correct.
Does Butterball have any clear range weapons on it?
Yeah, there's various cannons along its center torso.
Yeah, I imagine those are big cannons. Okay, let's see. If I move here, if I move there, yeah, I can get in range. Okay, so I'm going to move 4 into the
into the vault. Yep.
To the vault.
You're gonna boost, you're gonna charge 4 into the vault,
and then I'm going to use my initiative to move 4 more, so I get within range.
All right, so you're gonna burn your initiative for the encounter.
Yep. Am I within 3 now?
To boost, and that boost is going to take you even fast. You just slam through the door, run up as close as you can, and yeah, you're within 3 of Butterball now.
Okay, and then I'm going to go use my rifle on him, which has reliable 2, so I'll at least do 2 damage. 14 versus... Well, I rolled a 14.
14 versus evasion hits?
Yep. And, I literally rolled a 2, so even I rolled my minimum damage.
Okay, well, you did it. You you did it. You did 2 damage to him.
I did it.
You run in and you just go off with your assault rifle. And yeah, it seems you've got their attention. Immediately, like over the heavy sound of the drill, the report of your assault rifle goes off, and as it's dinging against Butterball's gigantic colossal mech, it turns to face you. A scene, Astro asked a good scene, a good question about scenes. The way I describe scenes is one length of time that is like what you would expect a scene in a movie to be, or like a scene in an adventure. Like, scene literally means like one event happens. So it's as long as I keep the camera on a single stretch of time happening.
So this combat encounter would be a scene.
Would be one scene. Yes.
Yeah, us fighting in the control room is a scene.
Right. Like imagine each important event is probably its own scene, but there are some situations where I might have you do like a skill challenge that takes place over a few hours, but I might consider that whole challenge one scene.
Makes sense to me.
That's me.
All right, Chimera, you charge in and get it done. Now, this was in the middle of their round, so I'm going to leave you the advantage that you guys got from doing that. So one of them has already activated for the round, so will not get to act this round of combat.
Was it Butterball?
It was.
Yes!
Yeah. So that's Chimera's
Unfortunately, the other two now see
over.
Chimera, and
Ruby is quickly the first to respond to any interruption to his plan. You hear over the comms, "Who are these guys? How did they get in here?" As he quickly turns on you and is going to... he's going to move forward to like get in front of the drill that is like drilling into the wall behind him. You see him take out a heavy assault rifle and aim it up at Chimera. Let me just make sure that there's any other things I get to activate for him. No, I'm not going to use that. Opportunist. Nope. And okay, yeah, no, he's just gonna blast away with this assault rifle. So that is 19 versus your evasion.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits.
All right. As he riddles you with bullets, you're going to take 6 kinetic damage.
Okie doke. Taking off 6.
All right.
I'm having flashbacks of last battle.
Shush.
And then Ruby is going to say over comms, "Fog, you better deal with this." And that is his turn. All right, Rock, you're the remaining actor on your side.
All right, I'm gonna activate the hyperspec fuel injector.
All right, Rock's going off.
So put a little thing there so I know it's on. First thing I do is quick action hide.
Okay.
As I.
Yep. Neither of them, none of them have seen you yet, and you're very obviously not the center of action. So for sure.
Sure. As like I imagine there's like a mild cloaking going on me or something. I'm going to free action and then as my second quick action double boost.
So you're gonna move and then boost.
Yep.
As your quick action.
Moving, boosting. And then boosting again.
Okay, so that's that you're gonna use all of your actions this turn to like hide and then get in.
Right. Now I just flew through the bay. When I boost, I can fly.
Okay.
And landed behind a cargo container that's on like the other side of the room where all the other mechs are.
Yeah.
Like behind Chimera. one of my abilities I'll point out is Infiltrator. So when I enter line of sight with hostiles, moving from cover to cover, I remain hidden. And I can actually technically even hide in plain sight of enemies, but it ends at the end of my turn if I'm still within plain sight.
Gotcha.
So they would not have seen me move to where I moved, basically.
Gotcha.
And then can I be there?
Yes. Yeah. There's a couple spaces that are right up against the rack. You can totally occupy like the edge space of the rack, so you're like ready to peek around the corner. Sure.
So right, and this is, I thought it was like a cargo container, but is it like it's a rack and you see through it?
It is a tall rack, so it is like imagine like 3 different levels, like what you would see in like a warehouse store or something like that.
Would I remain hidden if I stayed behind it?
If you stayed behind it, right now you would remain hidden, but it is not like a particularly advanced cover, right? So like they'll know if they start getting shot where you are. Yeah, well,
I mean that much. Yeah, that's fair.
And like they would be able to shoot you through it, just not like you would get a bonus for being behind cover for sure.
Okay.
It is solid enough, not because of the rack itself, but there is cargo on this rack that is like metal crates and stuff like that.
Well, I guess I could move like there, right? Around like the door side.
Like in and around the concrete like little partition door that opens into the room. Yeah, you could sneak around that corner too, and that's like a concrete thing as well, of course. And because you're adjacent, I would count that as hard cover.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then. I thought those were like full containers, not racks. Then I'll move around the concrete door.
Okay, sounds good.
Basically same area though.
All right, and that is Rock, and Fog is going to activate. Fog is going to move off to the side. Actually, no, is going to fire first.
I guess it depends on where Fog's firing.
Butterball isn't going to provide you cover.
Oh no, I was thinking like is Butterball in the way of Fog shooting at me?
Yeah, Butterball is not providing you cover. You would have to be adjacent to Butterball for that to matter.
I guess I know what I'm doing next.
Because then you would both be engaged. That changes the stuff a little bit. Butterball is going to... Fog is going to fire upon you with their heavy assault rifle. Very much the same spec as what Ruby has. Like, just so you know, Fog's mech very much looks like a generic version of Ruby's mech. Like, they're very obviously in the same class as each other.
Is Ruby's mech red, I guess?
Ruby's is a bright ruby red mech, yes. It looks very advanced. All right, Fog fires upon you, 8 versus evasion.
It just hits, so I guess I still take damage.
That'll still take another 6 off, yeah.
Or at least it's consistent. Also, not looking too good.
And they will move... where is Fog? Fog has... Where's their movement in CompCon? There it is. Okay. Yeah, they can move 4. So they're going to move 4 and kind of like get out of the way of the concrete side bunker. Very much like what Rock did on the other side. It's just they're not adjacent to it. And I'll tell you guys, luckily, also from coming in the beginning of the round, Ruby will not get the option to activate twice this round. So we're going to loop back to the beginning and start a new round.
Okay.
Because Ruby is an elite, so he gets to activate twice per round.
Of course he is.
All right, it's back to your guys' side. Who wants to activate first?
I will, I think, or unless you guys want to.
No, go ahead.
All right, Rock.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I'm only 2 health, but maybe I'll be all right for one activation.
I mean, if you want to heal up and get safe, that's fine.
If you don't mind, I'm just trying to remember how healing works.
Stabilize.
Thank you. And I get to use patch up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna stabilize. So
Did you have a repair cap left?
I think I took
one
some.
left.
You used your last one to get one more structure. Remember, you had one left, and you were you had 2 structure and 2 reactor, and you were debating whether to keep a repair cap going into this or to use it to get up to 3 structure.
You're right. Okay, yeah, no, I don't have any repair. Never mind. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing.
So you want me to go then?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, rock.
All right. So at the start of my turn, I'm going to protocol steady my aim on Ruby.
Okay.
It's give me a +1 accuracy with rifles.
Got it.
I think coming out of hiding also gives an accuracy? Question mark?
Yeah, you're unseen. That'll give you an accuracy for sure.
+1 accuracy from your fuel injector.
+1 accuracy from my fuel injector, and my heavy rifle has 1 accuracy as well.
All right, so you have 4 accuracy. Very likely to get a +6 on this.
Yes, indeed, and I also have crit with a 17 +6.
17 +6 will crit.
And then I think I have to roll natural 20 for the brutal crit, right?
Yeah.
So hold on 1 second before you roll damage.
Yeah.
Ruby is going to activate Hunker Down, which is a special ability he has. When he is hit, he can gain resistance to all damage for the triggering attack once per round.
So it's the thing that we have, basically.
It's a much better version of it because it doesn't gimp him on his next turn.
Cool.
Yeah.
Once per round, so he can't use it until we roll back around again.
That's correct.
Okay.
All right, so roll up your damage.
Well, if it's a crit, like, what do I roll?
You roll your damage twice and take the better.
Oh, okay.
Unless you have abilities that allow you to do extra damage on a crit.
Yeah, I have brutal, but I think it needs to be a natural 20 for that.
Oh, does it?
When you roll a 20 on a die for any attack,
okay, then
and critically hit.
Yeah,
so,
brutal. Just
so
make sure you get the maximum die. Yeah.
So 2d6. I don't have any pluses to it for anything though. Right.
You're using your anti-material rifle?
Yes, so armor piercing.
All right, armor piercing. 2d6, rolled twice.
And I got 8.
8, nice. Armor piercing is also very nice. So, I will say, he did get resistance to it, but you can tell that you did get the full 4 damage through his armor. So there you go. You can tell that you were able to pierce his armor, Rock.
Yeah, I'll mention over the comms that Ruby's got some armor on him. All right, and then I'm going to overcharge.
Gotcha.
I'll take the 1 heat.
Yep, just 1 heat for now.
And then thought there was a way to. You can't overcharge and reload, can I?
Yeah, you can.
Totally. Yeah, you've been doing that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I think so. I thought so. I'm just trying to remember. It played like once a month. Then yeah, I'd overcharge.
Yeah, reload. No way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
Isn't reload when you stabilize?
Overcharge just says you can any quick action is a free action. So yeah, you basically take a stabilize, right, as your free action.
Yeah.
All right, and that lets you wait, is stabilize a free is stabilize a quick action? So you couldn't stabilize because it needs to be I totally thought there was a way you could do that to reload. Even actions you've already taken this turn. Scourge, hide, prepare self-destruction. Huh.
You know, I think because I know what I do. So I overcharge to shoot.
Oh,
and then I use my full turn because it's only a quick action to
fire, to skirmish with a single weapon. Yeah,
right,
that's what it is.
I don't need to do the barrage action, so yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what it was.
So it still happens. I just do it differently. I overcharge first, basically.
We'll just move those around. I mean, you have to overcharge can only be done at the end of your turn.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, well then I can't do that then.
Yeah, it's just you would have to do that. You would have to do that starting on your next turn. That would be the things you're doing. Yeah. So I'll just take your overcharge off the thing I've been tracking for you, and then we'll be good.
Okay.
And you lose the heat.
I knew I did it somehow, but I don't have the heat up.
So your first turn is just normal.
Your first turn is just a good shot.
Yeah, then I will hide again after is my other action or quick action.
All right. Now, taking hide as an action. The thing is, you haven't moved. Let's read hide real quick. You must not be engaged and outside any enemy's line of sight, obscured by sufficient cover, or invisible. Hard cover is sufficient to hide. I said you had hard cover, so for sure. Okay, they can still know your approximate location, but won't know exactly where you are when you're hidden. So they can't directly target you with any attacks, but they can still target AoE around where they think you are. You get to ignore engagement while you're hidden. If any mech has line of sight of you, you lose hidden, but that's not the case right now. Yeah, no, you're perfectly hidden. You're good.
Okay. And so I would stay hidden if I was behind one of these.
Yeah, you're behind like a pure concrete wall.
Okay. Then I'm gonna, after I hide, I slick back into the shadows. I'm gonna move around and then jump in behind one of these.
Nice.
Things here, so they don't know I'm here.
Yeah, that's great, because now they probably think your last known location's still up north by the concrete door that you came in from.
Yep.
They just have to go through CHIMERA.
Yeah.
That's Rock's turn. Now...
I can still boost as a free action, so I'm going here. I'm going a little bit lower.
Further south to a different rack.
Yeah, because I can still boost, yeah.
Gotcha.
Infiltrator's great, by the way.
All right. Okay. So, what's going to happen here is Butterball is going to activate. Butterball, before they even get to you, CHIMERA, is going to immediately, you're going to see its eyes light up red. And you start getting some hostile code come into your systems.
Oh.
He's going to use the Quick Tech Crush Targeting.
Don't forget, CHIMERA, you're bolstered.
Unfortunately, this just acts as E versus E defense. Yep. So not a skill save.
Even so, it would only...
So this is going to be a 9 versus your E defense. As he crushes your targeting systems.
Fortunately, my E defense is 8.
Okay. Well, a character with line of sight and sensors, you have +3 difficulty to attack anything that isn't the Goliath, the Butterball, until the end of your next turn.
It isn't the Goliath.
Yeah, so you can only target Goliath unless you want a huge penalty. He's basically like painted your targeting systems onto him.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
So it's out of enmity.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, fight me.
Yeah, honestly, I think I was hoping to just fight him anyway as a distraction. So this kind of works out.
And then is going to fire off one of its small cannons.
Great.
That's like a drum shotgun that's built into its torso.
Now, if I want to brace, do I do it before or after you do the attack roll?
It is, when you're hit, essentially. Okay. You get to choose if you're going to brace.
Yeah. Actually, I meant to do it earlier, but I forgot.
Bracing will give you resistance against the attack. So, like, the maximum it can do is, like, half the damage.
Okay.
22 versus evasion.
I don't know. Let me think about this. Yes, it hits.
Okay. He did roll a 20. So you're going to take 5 kinetic from the drum shotgun.
I am definitely going to brace for that.
Are you
it
sure?
matter, though?
Because
you're
2
gonna
is
lose...
still going to structure you.
Yeah.
Well, if it takes 5 kinetic damage...
it doesn't pierce through to your next health bar.
Yeah, let's get this over with. Let me just make a note that I just got banged up.
Oop. I forgot to keep track of damage. So, -6. Chimera. No. I'm going back and remembering what I've hit you with so far. -6 Chimera.
Yeah.
-5 Chimera. -1 structure.
Okay. And then before I I go down to 0.
You go down to 0. Yep.
Before I do the structure roll, I'm going to use my custom paint job and see if I can negate this.
We'll see. You've tried before. It hasn't worked yet.
Oh, yeah. What do I actually need to roll for
this?
Just
a D6.
I know that, but I'm trying to see what I have to actually get. A 6. Okay. Here we go. Hey! I got 6.
Hey!
Wow.
Nice. What kind of crazy paint are you using?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking read this real quick. When you take structure damage, roll a d6. On a 6, you return to 1 HP and ignore the damage. So you don't go down to 0. You go down to 1, and your paint is scratched, meaning your custom paint job is destroyed.
Oh wow!
But you weren't structured.
I want to know what kind of paint you use.
Oh, it's the best paint.
It's lead-based.
Well, I want you to know right now that in my notes I wrote "paint job, baby" in all caps. Is that the end of Butterball's turn?
That is, I think, paint scratched. 1 HP, baby. All right.
Nice.
And yeah, he thought it was going to be a much more solid hit than that, and you just didn't go down the way he wanted. But that is going to be yeah, that's going to be him.
Okay,
so it's back to your side.
If it's all right by you guys, I'm going to go next.
All yours.
Yeah.
Because basically, I want to do is rush in. I don't think I'm going to attack Butterball, but I am going to move within range so that he is engaged with me.
Okay, you are engaged with each other.
And the
when's the wedding?
And the next week, Todd. Actually, next week. It was a great meet cute, you know. The intent is basically because I don't actually attack Butterball, it now has Skirmisher in effect. So any attacks against me now have difficulty, and also I can also hide behind Butterball now because he's a big hulking Goliath mech.
At start of your turn, you gain soft cover. You lose it when you attack or force another character to make a save. Unfortunately, you can't use enemies as hard cover. But you do get your soft cover from Skirmisher if you want it. I will tell you, like, very specifically, like, Butterball has an ability that allows his allies to use him as hard cover, but he does not grant the same benefit to you.
Actually, I just realized I have double soft cover because, well, if anyone besides Butterball attacks me, I can use Butterball as cover, but I also have Skirmisher cover. Like, that doesn't stack, I assume?
How can you use Butterball as cover? I just said that enemies don't grant, like, it's only the engaged thing that's happening right now.
Okay, I misunderstood. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, I mainly just want to keep Butterball occupied, and while the other...
Engaged is a condition you're both under right now. Mm-hmm. While you're engaged, range attacks made by either of you each have, like, an additional difficulty.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll see how that goes. And I'll just say over the comments, say, like, I'm going to keep him busy. Take him down.
All right, and Chimera has soft cover. Boom. Let's go back to their side. Ruby is going to activate. They are going to move up to Butterball. They know they've been shot, so they're going to hunker down behind Butterball's frame and fire at you, Chimera, in between his legs.
Rude.
Yeah, pretty shitty. Ruby will make an attack with the heavy assault rifle. 2 versus your evasion will totally miss.
Excellent.
But it does have reliable 2, so you still take 2 damage.
How does it... Oh, yeah, reliable negates everything else, so yeah,
yep.
Okay. Well,
So, structured this time, you go down to 0, you lose 1 structure, and then you pop back up to 14.
Do I still roll the...
You roll now, yep. You need to roll 2d6 because you are down 2 structure.
You're right. Okay, so 2d6. And then, what is that? Is it the worst of the 2? Or
The worst of the 2. Yep. Okay. Don't roll 2 1s.
I know. Okay, actually, let me make a note of that. So this is
At that point, just self-destruct on him.
Pretty much.
I hope not. Okay, let's roll that dice footage. 5 and a 6.
5 and a 6. Hey, that's glancing blow. Your emergency systems kick in and stabilize your mech. However, you are impaired until the end of your next turn.
Okay, yeah, I'll restore my health. That actually was the best possible roll I could have gotten.
Yeah, best roll you could have gotten. Yep.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Okay.
All right, that's Ruby. Back to you, your side.
I was gonna go next, if that's okay with you, Orion.
Go right ahead.
Because I might be able to help out a little bit. How far can I get? Oh, I can't go very far. Wait, what's everyone's speed?
4.
Like 4.
5.
Yeah. How did you guys get so far?
Boost.
Rock's been boosting and stuff. And
I use my initiative.
I'm a fast boy anyways, yeah.
Speedy.
Actually, maybe Orion, you want to go?
You want me to go? Okay.
Yeah, because I couldn't do what I thought because I realized. Yeah.
So I am going to... Let's see, So is 3 from Butterball, like, here? I would assume?
If you're within 3 hexes, then you're within 3. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so I am going to use the boost from my free action boost from the hyperspec fuel injector and boost forward, and then use my normal movement and just fly over here near Chimera. And then I'm going to see Butterball, and I'm just going to let out an all-out barrage.
Gotcha.
On Butterball.
Yeah, go for it. He's a big target.
He is a very big target. So, mech, I am going to start with Thermal Lance. He's all at +1 accuracy, so I crit.
All right, on a crit, roll the damage again and see if you get anything better.
All right, roll a 1d6, right? 1d6 plus 3. Well, whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, max damage 9. He takes 9.
Sweet.
Ooh, nice. All right, so you just like fucking burrow into his armor with your thermal lance. You see it like melt a hole through one of his arms. It took a significant amount of damage from that.
Yup. And then I take 2 heat.
Yep, you take 2 heat from using thermal lance.
And then I will fire my assault rifle. Hold on 1 sec. Then when I do, I'm going to load the assault rifle with a shock charge. The attack deals energy damage, and you can choose 1 character targeted by your attack. Adjacent characters take 1 armor-piercing energy damage, whether I hit or miss with the attack.
Okay.
So it's going to shock Ruby, whether he likes it or not.
Gotcha.
I crit again. And I got the max damage on the roll.
You already rolled max damage, so we're just going to go ahead and use that. You roll 6 kinetic on the assault rifle with your shocking bullets. So that is going to follow up as a powerful 1-2 punch on Butterball. So he is going to take another 6. He is looking not good. Yeah, tell me again how much the shock goes over
One.
Ruby?
Just one.
One shock damage?
Yep.
And I believe does that go through armor?
Armor piercing.
Nice. All right, yeah, Ruby's systems get fucked up too by the assault.
All right, and then I am going to overcharge and fire my assault rifle again with another armor piercing shock charge.
All right, Orion, you're going to take your overcharge, take one more heat.
Yep.
You're going up to 3.
Taking up to 3, and I rolled a 14.
14 will hit.
So he's going to take 2 damage, and Ruby is going to take an additional 1.
Okay, 2 more damage to Butterball and 1 more damage to Ruby, as you're just laying down shocking bullets, like covering the entire area.
Yep.
All right, buddy, you're taking control of this little skirmish right in front here. Anything else?
Let's see. After I do that, I'm going to actually... No, that's it. That's all I'm going to do.
No, do more.
I was considering whether to use
Shoot
initiative.
again.
I'm going to wait and see before I go.
Gotcha. All right, Fog is going to activate. They are going to... They're going to move south a little bit to get a line on you, Orion.
Mm-hmm.
And they are going to unload their assault rifle on you. 13 versus evasion.
That hits.
And you are going to take 6 kinetic damage.
All right.
As he just fires bullets past Butterball and just wedges themselves into you, apparently getting a good lock on your position, seeing all that ammo fly past him.
Yep. Okay, so that takes me down to 2. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you were still damaged coming from the previous fight, right?
Yeah. I wasn't as bad as the others, but yep.
Gotcha. All right, and that is Fog's turn. Back to you guys.
All right, so that leaves me. Okay, so Comet is still behind the door, so he's going to. I'm going to use my initiative for another quick action. So first, I'll move as far as I can, and then I'll boost. Well, I'm not going to use my initiative yet, so I'll use a quick action to boost. And then I think I'm going to throw down a smoke grenade. I think, let me take a look. So a smoke grenade has a radius of 2, right? Cool. So I'm going to throw down a smoke grenade in the space that's like between Chimera, Orion, and myself.
All right. Let me...
Actually, I'm sorry. Before I do that, I am going to do that. But before I do that, I'm going to shoot at Butterball first. I need to do this in the right order. So I'm going to use a quick action to skirmish and shoot Butterball with my shotgun. So let me do that. Roll the shotgun. I rolled an 11. Does that miss?
All right, against Butterball, no, super hit. Butterball is a giant target.
Okay, cool. But I only do 1 damage.
Yeah, you just barely scratch him. You get a little bit of damage on him with your shotgun.
Yeah, 1 kinetic damage. But good thing is I forgot I had +1 accuracy. I always forget I have Vanguard, but it doesn't matter. I got him anyway. So, with Exemplar, I'll use my reaction to put Exemplar mark on Butterball. So until the end of my next turn, or until the start of my next turn, Oh, it's not a reaction. Sorry, I always mess this up. I'm putting Exemplar's Mark, and that gives me a reaction I can use, which will allow allies to re-roll an attack if they miss against Butterball. So
Okay.
I put Exemplar's Mark on Butterball. Now I'll use my initiative and throw down a smoke grenade in that space I was talking about. So
All right, so
that'll be over.
Man, if you miss Butterball,
Yeah,
I mean, he literally is the broadside of a barn.
especially with a shotgun.
so
damn, I missed him. What did you shoot? The ground.
so it says a size 2.
Yeah, size 2. So I don't know if that means like radius 2 or what's blast 2. So
Blast 2 is two hexagons around the initial area.
Okay.
Or initial hexagon. Yeah.
So it's not size 2, it's blast 2.
Blast 2, yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so that does mean it's a little bigger than what I thought. All right, so
I'll take
I'm
you down.
gonna make it so you guys can see the smoke. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Where are you placing this?
I'm going to place it in between Chimera, Orion, and myself. So
All right, so it'll slightly obscure Butterball as well, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess the question is...
You pop down a smoke grenade right in between your entire group as just billowing smoke comes out around all ya.
And then my final thing, free action I can do is I'll say to Chimera over the radio, keep it up on Butterball, take him down. And I'm giving you a leadership dice.
Oh, nice.
It's my last one.
That gives me accuracy, right?
Yeah, if you choose to use it, following my order, you can use the leadership die to gain 1 accuracy.
Okay. Now, because I'm in the smoke grenade, do I have difficulty against attacking Butterball?
You have a difficulty using any ranged attack against Butterball because you're engaged. You will also have a difficulty because of the smoke.
Yeah, I figured the ranged weapons would be out, but okay.
All right. Is it back to them?
Yes, now I'm done.
All right. Ruby activates his second time this round. He is going to move around Butterball. And you see him like line up aiming through the smoke. The three of you see him on sensors as a pod bay opens up on his right shoulder.
Oh, he's got a nexus.
And a bunch of micro missiles just fire through the smoke. This is going to be a line 8 attack. So everyone 8 spaces in a straight line from him. So that is going to hit Comet and Chimera.
Great.
Okay.
You're both hit by micro missile barrage. All characters within the affected area must succeed on a hull save.
Oh. Okay.
A hull save. Okay.
Yep, to endure the missile assault.
There's no way to use the smoke screen or anything against this?
It's not an attack like that. It just hits an area.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Chimera, you are bolstered, so you get +2 accuracy to the save.
Has that weared off by now, I think.
The bolster only lasts until the end of my next turn,
Does
so it would have worn off.
Okay, maybe I must have read it wrong.
Let me look it up to make sure.
I mean, I get +1 because I have 1 on hull anyway, but I'll take if there's any extra.
It says they receive +2 advantage on the next skill check or save they make between now and
until
the end of their next turn.
Got it. Okay.
And you guys have been through a whole round since you opened up. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's see some hull rolls.
So
Chimera and Comet, how do you do?
Sorry, I do or I don't get it.
You don't get it.
don't.
You
Okay,
don't.
then it's just a +1 plus my d20. And I rolled a 5.
I rolled a
it's
17.
too bad.
It's never mind. Whatever.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right, so Astro, you rolled a 17, which means you succeed. You only take half damage.
Oh no!
So you're going to take 6 kinetic damage. You're going to take 3 kinetic damage, and Chimera,
God.
you're going to take 6 kinetic damage.
You gave me a heart attack. I'm like, oh, does that mean I take 12?
No, thank God.
Okay. You said it was 3.
Minus 3
kinetic.
for Comet.
Okay.
And minus
Got
6
it.
for Chimera.
Okay.
And then...
Man, I'm racking it up tonight.
And then
It's your style.
he is going to fire into the smoke at Orion.
With his assault rifle.
Yep. 9 versus your evasion.
Does that take into account difficulty? Because he's
It does
firing into
not.
smoke.
Minus roll 1d6. A -1, so 8 versus evasion.
That exactly hits.
All right, you take 6 kinetic.
Man.
Yep. Okay, so that takes me down to...
All right, looks like that structures you.
Yeah, it does.
All right, you come down to 0. You're going to lose a structure and then pop back up.
I rolled a 2. System trauma. Parts of your mech have been
read it
torn
for
off.
us.
Great. Roll a 1d6. 4. Systems
All right.
have been destroyed.
A system has been destroyed. Yeah, pick a
I
system
destroyed the
on your,
EVA module.
Good choice.
Oh no!
Oh no, I can't fly through space. Damn it.
And then
Just
Ruby's
what you
like,
wait. That'll be important in 2 sessions or something.
Ruby's gonna be like, just what I was hoping for, and he opens the vault. We get
vault is
sucked
actually
down
a door-
into space.
Hold the door outside, actually.
He then floods the room with with entire amounts of water, and I'm like, oh no.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that is Ruby's turn, and that is also the last turn of the round. So we pop back to you guys. Who wants to start this round off?
May I?
Go ahead. All yours.
All right. I'm going to start off with crack shot, stabilize, just get the extra accuracy.
Got it.
Stabilize to reload, just nothing else I can do with it.
Got it.
And then overcharge to fire at Ruby.
All right, you're going to take that 1 heat and overcharge, and then go ahead and make that shot.
Let me mark that down so I don't forget. Alright. Then, let's see, I have 4 accuracy, I think I'm at here.
Well, you are hidden, you have crack shot, you have an accuracy on your weapon.
And he has hyperspec fuel injector.
Yeah, so 4 accuracy.
Wow. 10 total, so 5.
Yeah, 5 plus 5. Yeah, I mean, you just hit. Oh, no. Wait.
Oh no.
No, you hit with a better than that, actually. You hit okay.
Okay. Cool. So, he takes 8 armor piercing kinetic damage.
He is going to hunker down since it's a new round and reduce that by half. So he's going to take another 4 armor piercing damage.
Nice.
3, 4. All right. As you get another direct shot, but he seems to be waiting for the shots to come.
Yep. That's my turn.
All right, Rock. It's going to bounce back to them. Ruby or Butterball. I think Butterball's going to activate first. Butterball knows something's going on in this smoke.
You can't fool me.
Yeah, I know someone's here. Yeah, they're gonna
Something be doing?
fire. Yeah, they're gonna fire their drum shotgun against Chimera. This is going to be with difficulty, of course.
Nothing gets past this guy.
Drum shotgun. Well, it's probably gonna miss because
Rolled an 8.
8 minus 6. So with a 2, I believe that misses Chimera.
It does.
And then they are going to They're going to activate... I need to roll a recharge for them. They don't get it back. That's the end of their turn. Right. Yeah, they don't have their other move right now.
Can I go next?
Suck.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Orion is going to use his movement and just fly out of the smoke, targeting Ruby and letting loose a full barrage.
All right.
Starting with the Thermal Lance. Crit.
All right.
Man, your rolls tonight.
Orion for the Thermal Lance. And then, 23 is a crit. So go ahead and roll that damage again, see what you get.
9.
Oh, wow. you did get the maximum.
And since Ryan's already attacked,
again,
he's used his reaction already.
Yeah. And now the Thermal Lance is not armor piercing, right?
Nope.
All right. So it's going to do 8 damage.
Man.
Oh, no. You just get him hard with a good shot out of the Thermal Lance, and it really rocks his systems as he loses his first structure for the encounter.
Yes.
Hooray.
And I do get +2 heat.
He rolls a 2, system trauma. All right, this is the first like good like structure damage to an enemy you fought. Let's see. So he gets system trauma. Let's see what breaks on him. He loses all the weapons on one mount are destroyed.
Nice.
So he's either going to lose his heavy assault rifle or his micro missiles. Let's see. All right. Hey, Orion, as you fire with your Thermal Lance, you fire right through the shoulder where his micro missiles are, and you just see a bunch of little cluster explosions, like basically blow the shoulder off of his mech.
All right.
He is, you have destroyed his micro missiles.
All right. Taking advantage of his distraction from the missiles exploding on his shoulder, Dyne loads another shock charge. I've got one left after this into his assault rifle and fires. 12.
12 will hit
for 6 damage, and Butterball will take 1 armor piercing damage.
All right, so Ruby will take 5 with his armor. And Butterball takes an additional shock as, again, your lightning bullets just surge through the metal of their mechs and just, they don't like that.
I really wanted that 1 damage to be it.
Yeah, really. That was so great.
Just the system just goes...
Well, shall we take another round? Because I'm going to use my initiative to fire the assault rifle one more time with my last shock charge loaded.
All right, who are you targeting
out of
with
ammo. I'm going to fire at Ruby. I'm going to keep.
All right,
I'm going to
again
keep it going.
At Ruby.
Crit.
Oh,
I rolled a
nice.
21.
Wow.
All right,
Nice, man.
roll the damage again. See if you get something better.
4.
Fucking Orion over here is like, yeah, I'm a professional, no big deal, whatever.
I've been on the ground most of this combat.
Okay, Orion, as you punch through, you do 4 kinetic damage, so that's punched down to 3 on him. But then another shock charge jumps over to Butterball.
Okay, and then Orion is going to use the free boost he gets from the hyperspec fuel injector and dash back into the edge of the smoke.
Nice.
Just as quickly as he appeared.
That was a great round, Jeremy.
Nice.
I knew I hired him for a reason.
I thought it was because he was a doctor.
All
he
right.
hacks people.
That's more like I riddled them full of holes.
All right. In this case, Ruby is going to just take what he can get here. He is going to fire on CHIMERA, who is closer to him since Orion jumped back into the fog. The smoke grenade here.
You're welcome, Chuck.
CHIMERA, you get +1 difficulty because the smoke around you.
Yep.
Ruby has Opportunist. He gets +1 accuracy when their target is engaged by an ally. So that is going to negate the smoke since you're engaged with
how
Butterball.
does
Does
that impact
CHIMERA not have the +1 difficulty from Skirmisher?
That's what I was going to ask, yes.
All right, well then that adds 1 more. So yeah, it's +1 -1 +1.
Yep.
So this is going to be a single assault rifle with 1 difficulty added. Ooh, man. Well, he rolled 17, so this D6 is just a formality.
You know, I was actually about to say something before
6.
you rolled. Because I'm
Okay.
impaired, I think it would have negated the... No, it wouldn't. Never mind. Yeah, I still take...
Yeah, so even with the maximum difficulty, he still hits you with 11 versus evasion.
Yep.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I was considering bracing for that, but I want to do a thing, so I will take the damage flat out.
All right, CHIMERA, you take 6 damage.
Okay.
So you're back down to 2.
There seems to be a trend here.
All right, and that is
CHIMERA,
Ruby,
you
and
serve
then
a very important role too. You're the punching bag.
I am the tank of the party.
Yeah,
Just we have no healers.
so he moved
you're the meat shield.
to get to
Where's
there,
Blowout when you
and
need him?
then Ruby is then going to boost east to separate himself from Butterball and Fog a bit.
Ruby's tired of being shot.
He's like, hey, he's like, I've seen Butterball blow up before. I ain't staying near that.
God, I swear. If it's all right by whoever's left, do you mind if I go next? I think it's just
Go
Todd.
for it.
I think it's just you, Todd. I'm going to
Just you.
spend a full action to stabilize, so I can get rid of my impairment.
Okay.
So let's remove that icon.
I think your impair just goes away at the end of your next turn from this.
Does it?
From your structure
Yeah, at the
thing.
end of this
Yeah.
turn, impairment goes away.
Oh, I thought you actually had to
No.
stabilize
No.
for that. No.
That's just impaired as caused by your the loss of structure. It's just a temporary thing, I believe.
Yep.
Oh man, I should have
Impaired until the end of your next turn.
Man, then I should have braced then. I didn't realize that. Because I didn't want to. Because I figured if I brace, I wouldn't have a full action to stabilize, but I didn't know that.
Well,
so.
now you have a full action.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
now
that's
you have
good.
a full round. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm going to. Since I'm in melee range and I apparently have to attack Butterball, I'm going to attack Butterball with my melee weapon, my axe.
All right, you CHIMERA. Yeah, go for it.
If you want, you can use his leadership die too.
I am. Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot to mention that, so I'll get an accuracy
So
on the
that'll
roll.
be it.
Where is that on my sheet? Here we go. Which I didn't write on my sheet. What the hell? It's just a D20, I believe, right?
I mean, unless you have any accuracies to it, yeah.
I don't believe I do. It does a lot of extra damage, but I don't have any accuracies on it, unfortunately.
You do have the leadership die.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that on there.
Yeah.
I mean, the weapon by itself.
Oh yeah, got it.
Now, because I'm in the smoke screen, does that negate that, or I guess Butterball's sticking out of it.
Your
so.
accuracy is reduced by Butterball being obscured. Yes,
So it's
just going to be your flat roll.
yeah. So it negates Todd's bonus.
Mm-hmm. But you don't get a difficulty, so that's good.
Yeah, please be a good roll.
All right,
I-
use your
I rolled a one.
valiant aid. Use your valiant aid. Roll
Thank
it
you.
again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I rolled
Evelene rolled a 1.
Yeah. Look,
So everyone shouted at him at the same time
Yeah.
to re-roll it.
I rolled a 3.
Okay.
I rolled a 3. Okay.
Come
well,
on,
you know,
man.
it's like shooting the broadside or smacking the broadside of a barn, but you just can't do it.
Jeremy took all my luck. I was planning on overheating though, so I'm gonna overheat to get another quick action.
Okay, so Chimera, you're going to activate Overcharge to take 1 heat.
Yep. Adding that into my notes. 1 heat. Okay, and then I'm gonna roll again. Now this time I won't have do I still have Todd's ability here, or is that gone away now?
You used it.
I figured,
it's used up. Yep.
Okay, so it's just a regular D20 minus a D6, unfortunately.
D20 minus D6 against Butterball.
Yep. Maybe I'll do better. Yeah, I rolled a 6. I don't know what his evasion is.
A 6 just hits his evasion.
Thank God.
He has 1 more evasion than a fucking stunned mech. So,
you know what? I'm the tank. I accept this. I mean,
just imagine with the first hit, Evelene just like missed and smacked the ground, and then she just brought it right back up.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so that'll do. It does 1d6 plus 2. Yeah, you took all the good luck, Jeremy. You took all the good luck. I rolled the bare minimum. I rolled a 3.
You rolled 3 damage. Chimera, how do you destroy Butterball?
Nice.
Oh my God. Sorry,
He was 1 hit point away, wasn't he?
No, he was 2 away.
Okay.
I need the relish in this for a minute.
Yeah,
God.
You gotta think, because let's just think about what this looks like for a second. He's like 3 times as big as you. This is a huge ass mech.
So Chimera made the initial swing, missed, hit the ground. She swings around and just knocks him in the shins. But it literally takes out his legs, so he just falls forward flat on his face and then crashes.
All right, Butterball dies. You have incapacitated. We don't know what state the pilot is in, but the mech is definitely wreckage at this point.
You know what? I took out a third of the enemy. I'm happy with this. And in turn.
Aren't you
Did
glad,
good,
Todd, that I expended those 2 charges to take away those 2 HP?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, he might have been at 1 health.
I put him in KO range for you. That's called teamwork.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Orion with the assist.
That's me.
All right, so that is the end of your turn. That brings it back to Fog. Fog is going to... Fog watches you take down Butterball, Chimera.
Oh, yeah?
And is just going to... Like, as soon as Butterball falls over, Fog is standing there, rifle held up, pointed at you, and just unleashes a hail of bullets.
I'm definitely going to brace on this. Well, assuming he...
21 versus evasion will hit.
Are you sure brace is going to help when you're going to lose the structure anyways?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He has a reliable 2 on it.
Yeah, it's going to do 6 kinetic because it hit you. So
let's get this over
even
with.
if you brace, it's going to do at least 3.
Yep, no, you're right. Let's get this over with.
All right, so that's a minus 6 to Chimera, and then you lose a structure.
Yep. Lost structure. Let's see. Now I am at 1 structure left. So I need to roll 3 d6s.
3d6.
I mean, I kind of knew it was coming in.
This is when it gets... This is the dangerous one.
This is the danger zone. Here we go. Hey, not bad. 4, 5, 5.
Wow. That turned out way better than it could have.
Yeah, really.
You take the 4, which is system trauma. So now you need to roll another d6.
4, 5, 5. Nice.
I didn't take all the good rolls for you, Chuck.
Thank you, Jeremy. Okay,
you didn't get a 1, and that's what matters.
I rolled a 6, so
okay,
that means...
a system is destroyed. Choose which system on your mech is destroyed.
Let's see what I got here.
You have stable structure, you have personalizations, you have the hex charges.
What is personalizations again? That's for removing rubble, which I don't think I need for this.
Personalizations are the thing that give you plus 2 HP.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
So if you lose your personalizations here, your max HP goes down to 12.
I would go get rid of the hex charges.
That's what I was going to say. I'm going to remove the hex charges.
Okay. Yeah, as you are just shot up with bullets from Fogg's assault rifle, your hex charges are just inoperable. They're just junk attached to your mech at this point. All right, and then that was Fogg's one quick action for a skirmish.
Cool.
And then he is going to... Yeah, no, that's going to be him. Comet, you're the last person for the round.
All right, cool. I forget, are we allowed to break up movement? Like, can I move a little, take attack, and then move the rest of my speed?
Only
Unfortunately,
if you boost after.
Yeah, you cannot break up a single move. So you can move for attack and then boost for.
Okay. That's fine. So, and when you're engaged, you get a difficult. Okay, yeah, that's all good. So, I'm going to.
When does this smoke grenade go away? By the way,
at the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've just been waiting it out.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Part of the reason I wanted to go last.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I'm gonna charge up to Ruby. I'm gonna leave the smoke and charge into Ruby, and do a barrage. So first, I'm swinging out the shotgun. Gonna attack at close range.
So you get +1 accuracy from your CQB ability, and then -1 accuracy for being engaged.
So it cancels out.
Yep.
So I'll just roll it straight up. Did not go. Let me try that. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I did it twice.
We're gonna take the first one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
which is a 1.
Which is a 1. So that is going to miss Ruby.
Okay, no problem. But I will put my exemplar's mark on Ruby since I use the CQB weapon.
Okay, we'll mark him.
Okay, and then I'm going to attack with the cold Deathbot sword. So he swings the shotgun back into his holster, pulls out the cold Deathbot sword from his back, swings it down on his head. I roll an 18 on that attack.
Ooh, nice. An 18 will definitely hit.
Cool.
Nice.
That'll be 9 kinetic damage.
All right. That is 8 with his armor. And you're going to structure him again.
Nice.
With that awesome hit.
You better think twice next time I shoot him if he wants to brace it or not.
Really?
Ooh, okay. He...
rolled a 1 for the structure.
Okay, so he only has 3 structure, which means he only had 1 structure left. He rolled a 1 on his structure damage, and since he has 1 or lower structure remaining, his mech is destroyed.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
He technically had a whole structure left, Comet, but you, with amazing speed and accuracy, charge forward, pull out your Deathbot sword, and just cleave him in twain.
That's awesome.
And you basically cut down his one side. Very, very reminiscent of how Chimera went down previously. Yeah, and just completely, just like he falls over as a giant wreckage.
Good deal. All right. Yeah, that's it for me.
That's it. I just killed the leader of of the opposing mercenary group. No problem, man.
I kind of half expected Fog is going to be like the secret leader. He's going to have like so many abilities that we're just going to get destroyed.
I'm still worried about that too, to be honest.
also, we got this drill that's still drilling into the wall.
The only reason I'm not worried by that is because he rolled a crit earlier and he didn't get more damage. So in my mind, it's like, nah.
That's the thing that matters. So, with that, I'm gonna draw out this delicious wondering that you all have as we take our break for the night.
Ooh, cliffhanger.
So we're gonna start at the beginning of the next round when we pick back up, and we'll see what happens as they continue to complete the fight in the admin vaults on the second half of today's session.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Looking forward to finishing this.